Like that,
it's even
He's a
bigger than that,
maker off
though.
the dribble.
It's
right?
even like what you're talking about. He's a terror. Like
Yes,
it's
yes,
it's like the data is there, but to me, the difference with Dame is like he's one of those people where he will hit 7 in a row.
one
Like,
hundred
and you
percent.
know this, and you have to do it, which like I mean, that's exactly what Giannis needs, right? Like somebody you could say, yo, 30 feet. Like
Right.
they showed when he showed the when Dame did his little goodbye to Portland, that last shot, what was the last picture? It was the one he hit over Paul George from like
Yeah,
38 feet, because
Right.
that's what he
right.
does. Like to
Casually.
me, that's the
Casually.
thing that Dame does. It's like I remember why with the even when he played against the Warriors, it was like, yo, you get out there because this dude will hit 7 in a row. Like he's got
Yeah,
that kind of Klay Thompson gene where
yeah.
it's like you just can't let him get hot. So even when he's off, he's still a
You can't do it.
terror because
Absolutely.
that's what he does. To me, that's like, I mean, you can't ask for more perfect fit with Giannis because that's exactly what he needs. Somebody to prevent you from packing the paint.
Well, so it's so interesting, right? Like so often with super teams, right? Like if we want to use that vernacular, like you're going to be, oh, who's going to have the ball? How's it going to work? Like, how do you play a two-man game? So you're thinking through, KD and Beal and Book. Yeah, you can probably run like a pick and roll with those guys, but it's not one of the greatest shooters of all time in a pick and roll with the greatest roll man in the history of basketball. Like that is what we're talking about. It's not just like it's a good fit. It is a perfect fit. And then you look at kind of like the rest of the roster. Oh, you still have a big man around to clean up and protect the rim and Brook Lopez. Oh, you have Chris Middleton, who during the 21 run was their was their killer, right? Like postseason killer in the biggest moment. That dude is going to hit clutch shots and do his thing. And you just kind of look at how it all fits together. And you got to, it couldn't be more perfect. Like, yes, there are questions about the defense, but offensively, like, we'll just score more buckets than you. Like,
Right.
what are you going to do when you have to build a 5-man wall 5 feet in front of the rim to stop Giannis, and then Dame is hitting shots from 30 feet away? Like the gravity that pulls you in opposite directions is just insane. And I mean, I'm excited to see what it looks like on the floor for the first preseason game on Sunday, or whenever it is that those guys end up getting on the floor together. Like it is going to be something that is, one, it's difficult to imagine, and then two, once you see it, it's going to be something to reckon with.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I've been thinking about all the great pick and roll, you know, duos going back to Isaiah, and when I first started, Isaiah and Bill Laimbeer, which was lethal because they
Right.
could both shoot. And I can't think of just theoretically a better one than this one.
Right.
Like I don't know how you cover this. I'm not sure what the plan is to cover this pick and roll. We all know it's coming.
Yeah.
What are you They're going to run it 30 times, which they should. What are you going to do?
I mean, so the tough part is like, I think you eventually get to a spot where you just have to pick one, right? Like, all right, we're either going to let Giannis run free or we're going to let Dame shoot a bunch of
You're
threes.
picking Giannis. You're picking Giannis. Like there's
Probably.
no this is a 3-point league. You got to take
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
You can't let
Yeah.
Dame go off. So
I mean,
think
but
about that, Eric. You're
Yeah.
saying go Giannis, be free. Like
Well, so like the funny thing
that's
was,
crazy.
like the day it happens, like that night, I was starting to like watch film and stuff, right? So I was watching Yusuf Nurkic pick and roll like highlights, right? And this man, there is so much space because teams just double the ball out of Dame's hands at 35 feet. So it's Yusuf Nurkic on a 4-on-3 in the
Right.
middle of the floor.
Right in the Draymond spot.
The
And that's
Draymond spot, yeah, same thing. Same thing.
100%. And like, okay, so you're gonna give Giannis, like, the whole concept behind stopping Giannis is always having an extra defender in the gap, building the wall. So not only are you gonna go from like all 5 defenders need to be there, you're gonna make the defense a man down, and you're gonna try to stop Giannis in space. Good luck. So
Yeah.
so while you say like, oh, it should be Giannis because it's a 3-point league, the chance of him missing a dunk are pretty low. I would guess on his career, 99.5%.
Right. It's a high percentage shot to dunk.
No, you're right. We just know how we watch it with the Warriors.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. It's different. Like there's a different.
The way it feels.
I'm fascinated by this. Like Steph's a 40% 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
But they act like it's 90.
Right.
Like it's the same with Dame. It's like
well, it's so
terror.
Yeah, it's just debilitating.
The terror. It just ruins everything. Like you just can't let Dame get good looks at the basket. Like you have no chance.
Right.
With Giannis, you probably feel like you have a more of a chance.
Well, you'll foul him.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
you'll just foul him.
There's but the way people like Dame and Steph, they just terrorize defenses. It's a fear, right? It's like if Dame is coming off the screen, and it's not, especially Dame too. That's the other thing. Like it's gonna be a thing. That's the thing about Steph. You're getting ridiculed. It's gonna be all over the place. Like so you get dunked on by Giannis. It's like, yeah, man, of course. But like Dame cooking you.
No, I hear you, but also Giannis dunking on your head 5 or 6 times in a game, getting on that viral. That's going to be.
You don't lose no sleep over that.
Not a lot of guys going to sign up for that too.
Nah, you don't lose no sleep over that. You lose sleep over.
Oh, come on, man! What's my dude? My dude that got dunked on by Blake. What was my dude that tried to?
You don't even remember him.
Mozgov?
Mozgov? You don't even remember?
No, the other dude. No, I can't remember. Anyway, guys who try to defend dunks, they get clowned.
I'm just saying, Giannis dunk on people all the time, and it's not all over the place. We
remember
this. We remember. Bye-bye. We were like, those are the moments people are. I'm telling you, they are terrified of it. So I'm telling you, Eric, watch. It's gonna be unbelievable. Dame is gonna be like 1 for 7, and they're gonna still trap it. And it's like Giannis got 50, and it's like you're gonna be like, why are you doing this? But this is how the league is conditioned. That's the mind blowing part.